Where did you really start before, you started land?
It's a great question. So I've always been into art and design and into building cars and bikes. So started customizing and working in body shops and started doing that. Got into design around high school, college. Started to really get into the manufacturability, all that. Went into the auto industry and then weaved my way out of that into custom bike building and then manufacturing of motorcycles and then into electric.
Do you think, you started in a gas business. Do you think going from gas to electric's odd? You went all in.
Well, I went all in on manufacturing. So the manufacturability and the technology for electric as a manufacturer, absolutely love, but I didn't, in my life I still have gas vehicles, diesel vehicles. It's not one or the other. To me it's a technological advancement, and eventually society will get there where I think most things will be electric, but we're talking about maybe a decade. So I don't think it's odd, to me it's just a technical progression.
How did the OG group of people that you've assembled here really, land on the district?
Well, some people left. Some were not into electric at all. We gained a few more people, and the folks that stayed in, we all found each other at a really weird time in our lives, and we all kind of needed something to believe in, something to do together, and the team just naturally assembled. We kind of just were drawn together, and the district's what we came up with after a really, really intense R&D phase.
There's a lot of eMotos coming around. What sets the district or land apart in general?
If you just want to break it down to the simplest form, we are enthusiasts. We ride, and we ride hard. So there's a lot of different kinds of bikes out there that when pushed hard, they fall apart. And not literally fall apart, but they just can't do what you're pushing them to do. The district is like that extra 10%. And all the vehicles that we design, develop, and manufacture are built for the enthusiast. Now that's not saying that not everybody can enjoy them, because they're very rideable and very usable, but opposed to bikes that are just kind of scene bikes or vehicles that just are for commuting, this is much, much different, and anybody from a beginner to a pro rider can get on the district and instantly feel what it's all about.
So what's next for Land Moto?
It's a great question. I will tell you only what I can tell you. First, let's talk about what kind of company or what kind of people we have here. We are obsessed with R&D, with manufacturing, and the product. So the product being our obsession, we are always improving it. There's no such thing as done. And improvements might be from CNC to forging, or just small things that make it more rideable. So the district is by no means done. We are continuing to push forward. We've got some new suspension components that we're coming out with that take it from a solid bike to a world-class bike in terms of if you really, really want to push it. And we have a new model coming out that we're going to release Q4, so Q4 2024, that will be in production Q1 of 25. And it's an absolute game changer. So there's all of that. And then we are starting to put our batteries into other people's vehicles. So you're gonna start seeing Land Energy, what we call our core, is gonna start to appear in other vehicles.